Yo, welcome back to TSF Talk in the Sports Lane. It's your boy Rob.
It's your boy Blee. Welcome back, everybody.
We are back. We are back. We are getting Doug back. It's from The Hangover. I don't know if you guys have seen The Hangover. You know what I'm talking about there. But yeah, we're back, guys. Like, we took a couple weeks off. It feels amazing to be back. Like, I'm so happy, super excited. And we had a great interview again today for you guys. We had the honor of interviewing Rebecca METZ, who was on the show Coop and Cammy on Disney Channel. And yeah, it was amazing to talk to her, Brandon. What do you think, bro?
It was incredible. Like we've been saying all along, like thank God all these interviews have been going great and just keep getting better and better and better. Like can't complain at all. We had a phenomenal time talking to Rebecca. She's super cool, super down to earth, which is just incredible. Like the fact that we keep interviewing such amazing people and having such amazing guests on the show. But I had a lot of fun. It was fun talking with Rebecca, with Rob, and super cool, to be honest.
Not for sure, bro. But yeah, like another like amazing, humble person to talk to, bro. You're right. It just like keeps getting better. Like it's amazing. All the people we've interviewed, like, they're such like cool people. That's been a super cool thing.
And the fact that they've been on such like great movies and shows, like Rebecca, for those of you guys who don't know, Coop and Cammy is on Disney Channel, and to be honest, it reminds me a lot of some of the shows I used to watch back in the day on Disney Channel. It's super fun, like entertaining, and I love it. So definitely after watching this interview, check out Rebecca and check out Coop and Cammy on Disney Channel, or if you have Disney Plus, check it out. It's a lot of fun.
For sure. Yeah, and also like check out Better Things, which is on FX. It sounds like an amazing show. And it was super cool to hear like how like happy both of these like jobs make Rebecca, and like how close like her castmates are on both shows. It was like I always love hearing that because it makes me like want to watch the show even more. And yeah, bro, it was just amazing. Like even like talking about baking and cooking and like shout out to Anthony Turk who told Rebecca about Vicky Bakery, because we obviously like we talked to Michael Campion about that. So that was super cool. Like telling her we're gonna send her some stuff from the bakery, and like her sharing her love for baking and cooking, and like that she's done it right now like during quarantine. That's really what's like helped her creatively. That was super cool to hear that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I enjoy the fact that not only we talked to her about her career with acting and stuff, but also some of her hobbies and the things she's been doing during quarantine. So like cooking, baking, her cats, which that was super cool to hear. So it's just a fun interview all around. She's super fun, super such a great person to talk to. So yeah, like Rob said, we hope you guys really enjoy this interview, without a doubt.
Yeah, for sure, guys. Enjoy us talking to Rebecca METZ.
Hello.
Hey, Rebecca.
Hey, how are you?
You're doing great. We're happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here. I'm not doing video because I am completely unprepared to be seen.
No, that's completely fine. That's completely fine. We thank you for your time, for being here with us. It means so much to us.
My pleasure.
Yeah, thank you for taking the time, like Brandon said. And yeah, it's an honor to have you on. Welcome to TSF Talk.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, so, well, to introduce ourselves, my name's Brandon.
Yeah, my name's Rob.
And
hey Brandon, hey Rob.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, pretty much just to give you a quick run through of how like it's gonna go. We're gonna pretty much want to ask you a couple of questions about you and your career, your time now on Disney Channel as part of Coop and Cammy, and some of your hobbies as well, and some of the things we've seen you do on your social media and stuff. So, just some cool questions we have planned for you about your life. So,
okay, I think I'm ready.
Perfect. All right, Rob, you want to start us off?
Yeah, let's do it.
Perfect.
All right, so how are you and your family doing during these tough times, and what's life been like during quarantine?
I think we're doing okay. I miss my family. They're mostly all on the East Coast, and I've been supposed to go back a couple times and obviously haven't been able to. So, my parents' 50th wedding anniversary is this summer, and we can't do the party we were going to do. You know, I was going to go home for Passover, so I miss them. Fortunately, they're all, for the most part, they've been healthy and safe, and we're healthy and safe. And, you know, I'm very lucky to be in a position where we can kind of, you know, ride this out as long as we need to, which is, you know, a privileged position to be in. But at the same time, I have my up days and my down days, you know.
Definitely.
It's been a little stressful this week. Like, I'm just feeling a little restless. How are you guys doing?
Thank God, yeah, we're doing good. Like me and my family, we're safe and healthy, and yeah, I can't complain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear. Well, I know it's been tough, but at least you guys are doing well and you're staying safe. That's the important thing.
Yeah,
At least,
exactly.
yeah, my family and I, we actually tested positive for the coronavirus.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's been a little tough to say the least, but we're staying positive, we're staying strong. God is good, so we can't complain at all. And at least we're doing a lot better now than we were a couple weeks ago. So hopefully
Good,
things
good,
are
good.
looking up. Yeah.
And staying home and wearing your masks when you go out.
Yeah,
Yep,
definitely.
for
100%.
sure.
We shouldn't have to say it, but we have to say it.
Yeah, that's sadly that's the way it is right now. But definitely, everyone, if you're listening to this, please wear your mask. Be socially responsible.
Yeah.
All right, Rebecca.
I want to say happy anniversary to your parents. That's amazing. 50 years.
You.
Yeah, congrats.
Incredible.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Rebecca. So tell us about someone or something that inspired you to want to become an actress.
I mean, I always go back to the Muppets. It's a weird answer, but I was a little kid when the Muppet Show was on, and that's the first thing that gave me the idea that you could like work in a theater for your job. You know, that it could be your job and your life's work to be on stage. So that's really, I mean, obviously there's a lot of human actors who have inspired me over the years, but the first place that I got the idea of like, oh, I think that's where I'm supposed to be was the Muppet Show.
Nice, that's awesome. That's a legendary show. I mean, the Muppets are known worldwide, so that's incredible to hear that.
Yeah.
All right, so talk to us about how you landed the role of Jenna in Disney Channel's Coop and Cammy.
It was a pretty straightforward casting process. My agent called. I guess this was in either 2018 or 2017. Like, time has stopped working in normal ways, so I don't remember when anything happened. But my agent called and said, you know, they want to look at you for a mom on a Disney Channel show, and I was like, have they Googled me because I've done a lot of dark stuff? And she was like, yes, yes, they know who you are and what you've done, and they want to see you anyway. So I went in, I read for it. I think a few days later, they were like, they want to test you, which is kind of the last step in the casting process when it's, you know, really down to the people they're considering. And I went in and tested and read with all the kids. And a few days later, they called and said, you got it. Like, it's so interesting how, as actors, we spend years and years and years trying to get these sort of, you know, series regular jobs or big jobs that mean we don't have to worry about unemployment for a while, and then one comes along and you just kind of walk into it like it's the easiest thing in the world.
For sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear, and it's pretty special to see like the chemistry you guys have on the TV show. Like, we're gonna talk about it in a little bit, but I started watching Coop and Cammy and I love it. I love every second of it so far.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. So before we keep talking about Coop and Cammy, what's it like being part of such a loved channel on the Disney Channel?
Oh boy, it's intense. Like, Disney Channel fans, they send us, you know, Disney sends us to like red carpet premieres of movies and things, and like, I grew up, first of all, I didn't have cable, and I think it was probably like even before Disney Channel existed. So I do these red carpets and people will be like, what's your favorite Disney Channel original movie? And I'm like, I'm too old. I don't know the answer. I don't want to offend anybody, but I did not grow up on Disney Channel. But like, last year we went to a thing at Disneyland called Fan Fest. That's just for, you know, Disney fans.
Wow,
and
nice.
It's intense. Like, you get to see up close how many people love what you do and watch what you do and know who you are and have opinions about it. And so it's like, it's a special thing to get to be a part of.
Not for sure. Yeah, like me personally, I've like grown up on Disney Channel, and like it'll always like have a special place in my heart.
What's your favorite Disney Channel movie?
Mine, High School Musical.
Yeah, I at least know about that one. Like, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I would say Disney, at least for me and Rob, is also huge because we live in Miami, Florida. So the drive to Orlando to Disney World is like a couple hours away. So we grew up there all the time.
I need to go. I mean, for me, it's Disneyland, which is sort of like a little baby sample of
Yeah.
Disney World. So
Yeah.
I need to get myself to Florida. I've only been once, and that was like in high school. I need to get back.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
for sure. You gotta come down.
Yeah.
All right, so some people just have that it factor from a young age, and in my opinion, Olivia Sanabria is one of those people. So what's it like working with her?
She's great. I've told her she kind of reminds me of me at a younger age. She's very professional. She takes her work very seriously. She's always prepared. She's always like, she's so funny. She's great in more serious moments. She can handle anything you throw at her. She can do stunts. She can sing. Like, I agree with you. Olivia's amazing and awesome. And it's been really, really sort of an honor and a pleasure to watch her sort of grow up and grow into herself, and her career, I am sure, is going to go far beyond Coop and Cammy.
Yeah, for sure. No, yeah, but that's awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in addition to Olivia, there's also other great actors on the show as well, such as Dakota Lotus, Ruby Rose Turner, who play Coop and Cammy on the show. So what's it like working with so many great, young, incredible actors?
It's so much fun. It's like, I'm used to working with grown-ups. So working with kids, there's a different energy. They're sometimes not as polished as the grown-ups that I've worked with because they haven't gone to drama school and been working at it for decades like a lot of us have. And that's really fun. Like, I hope they get to learn a little bit from me, because I've been at it for a long time. But like, I just get to sort of marvel at how naturally talented they are, and watch it. Like, again, it's just exciting to watch them over the time that we've been doing Coop and Cammy get to kind of like figure themselves out as actors, figure out what they do well, and tackle new things that they haven't tried before, and learn how to work together as an ensemble. It's honestly been more fun than I expected it was going to be. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know what to expect, and it's been better than I expected.
That's great. So in some ways, you've been like a real life mom to them too, showing them the ways like in acting as well.
I think so. They've said that to me, although they might have just been trying to make me feel good.
All right, so now we're gonna move on like to another show you're on. So talk to us about how you landed the role of Tressa on Better Things, and talk to us about your experience with the show and your castmates.
Oh boy. So that was a little bit different. Like, I heard the show when it was announced, and I've been a fan of Pamela Adlon, who's the creator and star and everything, boss lady of the show. So when I read in the trades that it was coming out, I told my agent, I want to get in on this show. And they called me in for an audition. The casting director, and now she's a producer on the show, Felicia Fasano, is someone that I've known for a long time in the business over the years. And so they do things a little differently. They had everybody read the same, it's called sides, the stuff you read at the audition. They had everybody read the same sides, regardless of like who they were thinking of for what role. And we didn't get them ahead of time. So you just sort of like show up, spend 15 minutes with it, and then you go in and read, because they just want to kind of get a sense of everyone, like what your strengths are. And so we did that. I got a call that was like, you're in the show. We don't know who you're going to play. We'll let you know, which is also very unusual. Like, usually you know what you're going to be doing. And then they booked me for one episode, which was the first episode, if you've watched it, that Tressa is in, is Pam's character Sam is up for a pilot, and Tressa's her manager and sort of protects her from the disappointment of losing this pilot. And that was the only episode I was supposed to be in. And then maybe a week or two later, Felicia texted me on a Sunday and was like, what are you doing tomorrow? And I said nothing, because that's what you should say when a casting director asks you what you're doing. And she was like, do you want to be in a scene? And I said, yeah. And they wrote me into a scene, and Tress has been part of the sort of friend group ever since, which I am very grateful for.
Wow, that's amazing.
Like, yeah, the experience and my castmates, it's like I manifested the perfect job for myself. Like, I love everyone in the cast, everyone on the crew. It's different in a lot of ways than anything else I've ever worked on, and I just love going to work on that show every time I get to do it.
It's awesome to hear that like it makes you so happy.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah. Well, salute to you for getting that dream job. That's incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, it's nice. It's like a little sign from the universe that you're on the right path, you know?
Yeah,
For sure.
for sure. Yeah. So speaking of some incredible shows you've been on, you've also made appearances on several big TV shows such as Grey's Anatomy, NCIS Los Angeles, American Horror Story, among others. Can you talk to us about some stories you have from those experiences and how special it was to be part of some of those shows?
Oh my gosh. I mean, that, like, doing stuff like that where you're in one episode of a show like that is like, it's like you're sort of, it's the first day of school the whole time you're there. You're just trying to, like, not get in the way, you know, do your best work, not embarrass yourself, and take it in. Like, so Grey's Anatomy, Shonda Rhimes, one of the great showrunners in television. Ryan Murphy, American Horror Story, same thing. Like, you just sort of have the humility to be like, okay, I get to do this thing and play all these different characters. I'm trying to think of, I know one on American Horror Story, one of the days we were shooting was, I think it was the Obama re-election. I don't think it was the first election. It was the Obama re-election. And so it was really hard to be like shooting horror when all I wanted to do was be checking my phone to see who was winning. Let's see. Grey's Anatomy, the director was this like little funny French guy whose name I should really know off the top of my head, but I don't, and I apologize. But
okay.
I looked him up, and he directed Jaws 2, and I like freaked out.
Wow.
I was like, oh my God, it's the director of Jaws 2. And there was a scene that we were doing that he sort of came in at the top before we'd had a chance to run it and gave me all these ideas of what he wanted. And I was like, I was kind of going to come at it a different way. Can I try it the way I was going to do it? And he was like, yes, absolutely. And I did it. And then he came back and was like, yeah, do it that way. Which made me feel good. I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. My instincts are good. Like, it was a little bit ballsy of me to say to a director, I want to try my way first. And so to have him let me do it and be validated that was the right choice was like a little bit of a baby milestone for me.
It's great to hear that.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
actually.
so,
oh no, bro.
go ahead.
Yeah, my bad.
Go ahead.
Has there actually been any moments where you've worked with other actors and you've been like kind of starstruck?
Oh yeah. I mean, do you know Margo Martindale?
I don't. I'm sorry.
You should look her up because you'll recognize her. So
Okay.
I played she's like a legendary character actor. And I played a young her on a show called Person of Interest. A friend of mine was a writer on that show, and she was doing a guest arc, and they needed someone to play a younger version of her in a flashback, and he recommended me, and I flew to New York, and it was a whole thing. And like, I'm a character actor. I love character actors, and she's legendary, like I said. And so I was a little, also, this is a crazy story, which I told her, was that a few weeks before that, I had been in upstate New York visiting family, and my husband and I were in a restaurant, and I heard someone behind me say Margo Martindale, and I was like, who in this random tiny town is talking about Margo Martindale? And I turned around, and it was Meryl Streep.
Wow.
And
no way.
I mean, I took a picture. I should send it to you. I took a picture over my shoulder, trying to be super low key, of Meryl Streep like in the background. And so when I worked with Margo Martindale, I got to tell her, like, I heard Meryl Streep talking about you in a restaurant. And she was like, yeah. She said, yeah, she just got me a job in August Osage County, this movie that they did together. So that's like 2 starstrucks, one by association.
Wow. That's incredible. Yeah, actually just searched her up, and yeah, I do recognize her. Yeah, I've seen her in a lot of movies, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Hey, what's up, guys? You know, we always talk about Vicky Bakery here on the Sports Flame and TSF Talk. We just want to remind you guys to go to vickybakery.com as we're shipping nationwide croquetas and pastelitos de guayaba, pastelitos de queso, pastelitos de guayaba and queso. And also, while you're on vickybakery.com, you can also like check which location is like nearest to you.
Yeah, speaking of locations, you know, Vicky Bakery is still following all mandatory guidelines and rules just to make sure everyone's safe while they check out Vicky Bakery. So we assure you that everyone's going to be safe and everything's going to be handled accordingly. So you guys have nothing to worry about.
For sure. You'll be safe. Go to any location that's near you. Go to their website to order nationwide. And yeah, thank you to Vicky Bakery. Guess sweet it is. All right, so now we're gonna move on here to like some talking about like cooking and baking. So
Yes.
so we're gonna start off with a TSF talk like tradition here. So
Okay.
my family owns a large chain of Cuban bakeries here in Miami.
I heard.
It's called Vicky Bakery. And yeah, we want to send you some pastries from the bakery and some croquettes. So, like, I know you love all that.
Oh my God, that's amazing. That one, yeah. I accept, and I'm super excited.
Awesome. Yeah, I know you'll enjoy them. For sure you'll enjoy.
I will tweet about it. I will take pictures.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
All right. Wait. Yeah, Rob, is it me or is it you? My bad.
Yeah, you go ahead. All
right, cool. All right, Rebecca. So where does your love of cooking and baking come from?
I think it comes from a love of eating. Like, you want to eat really good food and you get tired of having to go other places to get it, so you learn to cook. And my grandma cooked. You know, my dad cooked. I actually got a little bit teased in school because my dad did a lot of the cooking. And when I was in kindergarten, we did something for Hanukkah. And my dad came in and made latkes, which are Jewish potato pancakes that we have around Hanukkah. And the kids teased me because they were like, don't you have a mom? Why isn't your mom cooking? And so, like, I think from an early age, there was something a little bit political to me about cooking, like who does it, who gets to do it. And like, you know, what it means to people and to families. And so I learned from my grandmother, I learned from my dad a lot. And in this time, especially in quarantine, like, it's been really helping me. I need to do creative stuff or I get very anxious. And, you know, it's been a long time since I've gotten to act, which is usually what I get to do creatively. And so cooking and baking has been really helping me like express that creative side of myself so that I don't lose my mind. Nice.
Yeah, definitely. Like, me and Rob have seen some of the stuff you made on social media and it looks top notch.
Thank you.
Yeah, for real. Like, I grilled cheese you made the other day with the tomatoes and sourdough. It looked amazing.
I will say I was making sourdough before quarantine made it cool.
Okay. You're the trendsetter. We see that.
Yeah, I like to have it feels like a magic, like a superpower to be able to make your own bread. Or like last night I made some fresh pasta. It really does feel like a superpower to be like, I want pasta. I don't have any in the house. I can make it with flour and an egg and water. Like, that's amazing. Wow. And anybody could do it. You just have to realize that you can do it and give it a try.
For real, that is amazing. All right, so what is some of your favorite things to bake?
Bread, sourdough. That's an easy answer. What I've been doing lately, because it's summer and we have all this amazing fruit, is this thing called a galette, which is basically like a lazy pie. Like, you make a pastry dough in the food processor. Like, it's not even hard work. You macerate some fruit in some sugar. So chop up some fruit, throw it in a bowl with some sugar, let it sit for 20 minutes or something, enough time for you to make the dough. You chill the dough a little bit, roll it out. Then you just kind of plop the fruit in the middle and like fold the dough over the top. It can look, you know, they call it rustic. It doesn't have to look super beautiful. It doesn't have to be a pie with a fancy crust and lattice and all that stuff. Like, it's super quick. You pop it in the oven and it's done. So I've made 2 or 3 galettes. I made a couple hand pies. I've watched all of the Great British Baking Show, and I think I don't care about making stuff look super pretty. It's just too much work.
It's about the taste.
You know,
if it tastes good, that's what I'm here for.
Exactly. So I'm always looking for the recipes that are like, whatever, throw it in a pan, put some stuff on top of it, and put it in the oven. Like, that's the kind of recipes that I like.
Definitely. Hey, if your tummy's happy after you eat it, that's the important thing.
Exactly.
All right. So on your IG, you wrote and you have posted that you are a cat lady.
True.
So what's life like with your cats, Tallulah and Harper?
Oh, and Gabby, there's 3.
Oh, okay, my
Tallulah
bad.
it's totally okay, but Gabby's gonna like tell me I have to clearly post more about her on Instagram. Tallulah and Harper we adopted this past December, so
Nice.
we've been really glad to have them here because they keep us busy. You might be able to hear Tallulah chasing her toys around in the background. I think they're getting spoiled that we're both home all the time. Like once we start having jobs again, they're going to be like, excuse me, where are you going? Like you stay here and do whatever we need you to do. What is all this leaving the house?
Yeah, definitely.
But
yeah,
I think we'd be going a little crazy if we didn't have them to distract us and like, give us something to focus on. So I'm really glad that they're here.
for sure. Yeah, pets are a big part of our lives. Like if you think about it, especially now during quarantine, like spending time with my dog has been so like crucial. Like it's keeping me sane through all this.
Yeah, otherwise we'd just be like staring at each other for hours and hours.
And who likes to do that, right?
We need breaks.
Definitely.
All right, so this might be kind of random, but speaking of cats, like by any chance, are you a fan of the Office?
Yes, but maybe not enough of one because I don't know why you're asking.
Oh no, just because Angela, like on the show, like she loves cats, so I just like instantly like thought of her. I'm a huge fan of The Office, so I just wanted to ask that.
Yes, I do like The Office.
Oh, dang, we didn't see you there. Hey, do you like fitness apparel?
Do you like protein powders and fitness supplements?
Well, then we know the place for you.
Yes,
guys,
sir.
We've partnered with FNX Fit, who is a fitness apparel brand. They also have, like Rob said, protein powder and fitness supplements for all your fitness needs. Be sure to check them out on social media, on Instagram at FNX_fit.
Yes, sir. Make sure to head to fnxfit.com and use code TSF15 for 15% off all orders on FNX Fit.
Y'all know what to do. Check them out. Get that discount code in. And we appreciate all the love and support as always. Peace out, y'all.
Get big.
Hey.
All right, next question. Are there any future projects or things in the works for you coming soon?
That is a really good question. I feel like normally I would be able to answer that question, but because of what's going on in the world right now, I sort of can't. I know Better Things is coming back for another season, but we don't know when because it all depends on whether people start wearing their masks outside and so we can get rid of this thing. And beyond that, I really don't know. Like, I feel like, it's going to take more time for the business to get back to something like normal so that we can all have like future projects to talk about,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
We've had a couple of like, hey, is Rebecca available for this project? And my agents are like, I guess we'll tell them sure, except that we don't know when it's happening or where it's happening or if it's happening. So like it's hard to answer that right now.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, so it's pretty hard to have things set in stone right now. It's just a weird situation all around.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, Rebecca. Well, we finally made it to the last question. So,
okay.
Well, we kind of relates to the previous question, but where do you hope to see yourself in 5 years if everything turns out okay, relatively soon?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I hope to see myself. I don't want things to be that different, honestly. I want to still be working on projects and with people that excite me and inspire me and and don't expire me and challenge me to do things I haven't done before. I hope we don't have to still be wearing masks outside. I hope it's safe for us to give each other hugs and go see our families in 5 years.
I agree 100%.
Yeah. But other than that, like, I think that's a good sign, like I said, that I'm on the right path, is I want my life to be just further along on the path that I'm on now. More cats, more baking, more great projects.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, God willing, hopefully all that continues to go well for you, and we're wishing you nothing but the best.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Before we let you go here, like, let the listeners know where they can find you on social media.
Oh yeah, so you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at the Rebecca METZ.
All right. thank you again for like taking the time today to talk to us. It was an honor. It was a lot of fun, and like we would love to talk to you again.
Yeah, my pleasure. It was great to talk to you guys. I'll talk to you anytime. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for the bake stuff. I'm so excited.
No, for sure. Yeah, we're excited for you to get to try it.
I can't wait.
For sure. Thank you so much, Rebecca. We hope you stay safe, take care, and we hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Same. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching our interview with Rebecca METZ, and thanks for listening on TSF Talk. It was, once again, it was great to talk to Rebecca, and make sure to check her out on Twitter and Instagram at the Rebecca METZ. And you can also check us out on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at the Sports Flame. And I want to shout out my niece Eva, who's been killing it on TikTok. For
sure. Thank you, Eva. You and Robert are doing a great job with the TikToks, no doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Rob said, check us out with TSF Talk, which is available to listen on Pocket Cast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Overcast, and Radio Public. Be sure to subscribe and rate us with TSF Talk, and be sure to also check us out on YouTube at The Sports Flame. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment below.
Yeah, thank you guys again. It was another great one, another fun interview. Thank you to Rebecca. Thank you to Brandon. Thank you to Anthony Turk again. It's been amazing to work with. Yeah, it was awesome.
For sure, without a doubt. Such a great interview again. Like we mentioned before, it's so much fun talking to Rebecca, and it's always a great time hanging with my boy Rob. So we had a lot of fun. Hope you guys had a lot of fun as well watching us. So thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. And yeah, we had a break, but get ready for more TSF Talk and the Sports Flame coming soon.
For sure. Big things coming our way, without a doubt. And we hope you guys are along for the ride with us. So
yes, sir. Everyone stay safe. It's your boy Rob.
It's your boy Bleed. Peace out, everybody.
Yeah!
Hey!